Okay, so it is that time for a 2 point play. Back in Madden 25, I showed the strong close rollout play, which was my 2 point play. Then in Madden 15, we had the spec catch by putting the guy on a fade. Last year, I didn't actually come up with anything. And this year, it took a little bit. But what we're going to do for 2 point plays is we're actually going to put a tall, reliable receiver on a smoke screen. Now, as you see here, I'm in Singleback Ace, and I'm trying it out of different formations, and I do have a little bit of success. But at the end of the day, what it is that I figured out is there's a couple plays in Singleback wide trips. This is the only formation I labbed. I'm sure you can do this out of other formations. I'm going to leave that up to the rest of you guys to kind of lab on your own and see if it works out of formations that you use. But there's about 5 plays, KC China being my absolute favorite because it's one of my favorite plays in the game anyway, where if you put the guy on a smoke screen on the outside, the defender that's covering him cuts to the inside. As you see right there, see how he cuts to the inside once we snap the ball? If we were to do that on, say, a Y stick or, a different play, he sticks on that wide receiver like glue. This is something that I lab. This is something that I did over and over and over. And just over the last week and a half, these are all the examples that I've had. And I mean, this is 5 minutes of gameplay footage of me just throwing this for 2 points. So it works. It absolutely works. So what you're going to do is you're going to put them on a smoke screen, and then you're just going to quickly throw a high pass. So no drop back at all. Do not drop back. It's boom, throw it. Now here, it looks like he's going to cover it, so I put the slot guy on a flat. Singleback wide trips is a fantastic formation. So before the video ends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the ins and outs on how to run it. High passing a smoke screen is very, very simple, but it's a lot more than that. What it's about is understanding what routes to take advantage of, when you can throw the smoke screen, and when you cannot. A lot of people are going to pass commit, and if they have a zone out there and they pass commit and it zooms out, then the chances of us throwing that smoke screen are a lot less. He took his guy out, he took him to the inside a little too far, so I never ended up throwing it. There on that last play, you saw 3 defenders were over there, so I never throw it. There, I see there's one, as soon as I snap the ball, 1 defender, boom, high pass. There again, they run commit. If they run commit, it's the easiest score in the game. So whether it's 2 points, whether it's a touchdown, it doesn't matter. Again, one-on-one coverage I see at the snap. So high pass smoke screen, high pass smoke screen, high pass smoke screen all day long. Here, it's 27-0. I've done it a couple times. I've learned what it is that my opponent's going to do against what I do now that I've gotten it on him a couple times. So I know he's going to pass commit. I know he's going to put an extra guy out there. So instead of the smoke screen, I put that great release tall guy, Gronk. There's nobody more reliable in the game. You could use other guys like that. And we put him on a slant, and he's just going to get to the inside every single time. Put him on a slant again, and it's like stealing candy from a baby. So that's basically what I do for the smoke and for the slant. Now, again, what we're going to do is we're going to put the tight end on a drag route. And then depending on what we see otherwise, we're actually going to slant the slot guy. Here I'm just testing it out a Y trail. I think that the trail route was a nice thing, so I was just kind of testing it out of that. But again, the play is KC China. That's the absolute play that we need to use. And we're just going to be looking at the smoke, then the drag, then the slant that we have the slot guy on, and then the really glitchy kind of in route that we have for circle. Now you saw on one occasion that I put the slot guy on a flat. That's something that you could do. You just want to look at the defense and kind of see, okay, what am I dealing with here? What's the best thing? If the smoke or the slant is there, you absolutely want to take it. Now, if you're learning that your opponent is pass committing a lot, which means that the defenders are zooming to the outside, then it's going to be like taking candy from a baby. You just run that ball, and it's an easy 2 point play.